So tomorrow, you have 1 week off from school.
Yay!
May I have your attention, please? You have homework to do over the course of the holiday. You must each read 5 storybooks. The book titles are the ones that you see on the board. And when we open school, there will be a quiz based on those books. Students, this is a very important task. If you really want to move to the upper class next year, you should read these books.
Koba, 5 books in a week? Is that even possible?
It's not, Kiduchu. How can Miss Mlea expect that? It's not fair.
Imagine not being in the upper class next year just because you didn't read 5 storybooks. I really don't get it.
Bye, class. Have a wonderful holiday. Don't forget to read.
Guys, I don't think it's okay to give up this early.
Accepting the truth and giving up are 2 completely different things, Kibena. Or do you think it's possible? Can you read 5 books in a week?
I haven't said it's possible, Koba, but I also don't want to say it's impossible when we haven't even started reading the books yet.
So what's your advice, Kibena? What should we do?
Good question, Kiduchu. I believe in this team. We can do anything we want to, even if it appears to be impossible. Just try to remember the great things our team has done. I'm advising to start reading all 5 books right now, right here. We read 1 book and then we discuss it. We move to the next one and to the next, until we finish all 5.
It sounds like a good idea.
It sounds very bad to call it a good idea, Kiduchu. Guys, we have so many other things to do. I'm working on my film. Plus, I have to babysit Mwenda and Baraka for the next few days because my mother is going to town and returning home late. I can't afford to spend all my time under this mango tree like I'm the roots, reading these 5 books.
Koba, do you want to go to the upper class next year or not?
I sure do. Just like all of you. Why is that even a question?
That means you've got no choice. You read the books whether you're happy with it or not.
Okay, fine. Let's read quickly.
Finally, the stubborn one agreed. What are we waiting for?
Guys, we've got a challenge here.
What
challenge?
We agreed to read 1 book and discuss it. Then the next one. And the next one until we finish all 5. The challenge is that we only have 1 copy of each of the 5 books.
Kibena, do you mean we can't read the same book at the same time?
Yes, Amani. And that will prevent us from discussing. We can't have a discussion if everyone has read a different book.
That's not a challenge. We can go to the library to take the books we need.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, the library is closed.
Maybe it's already past 5 p.m., closing time.
So, what should we do now? What next?
Going home is what next. We can continue with this tomorrow.
Koba, you know this is very important, right? It seems like you don't care at all. Please feel free to leave if you think your time is being wasted by being here. We'll find a way to read the books and we'll come to tell you what we've read.
Yes, that's what's next. We'll tell each other what we've read.
We're going to do what, Kiduchu?
Well, Amani, since we've only got 1 copy of each book, what if every one of us reads 1 book? And when we're all done, everyone stands up and tells us about the book they read.
Now that's a really good idea, because it will also save us time. Instead of everyone reading all 5 books, we will each read 1, but understand all 5.
What are we waiting for?
Let's move on to the benches. Guys, wait a moment.
What's wrong, Kibena?
This is not okay.
What's not okay?
What we're doing right now, reading and retelling to each other what we've read. This is cheating. Miss Mlea wanted everyone to read 5 books, not to be told about 5 books. Guys, I really want to move to the upper class next year, but not like this. Not through cheating. We must each read 5 books. Where are you going, Kiduchu?
You know, this was her idea. Maybe she thinks you called her a cheater.
But that's not what I was saying.
It's okay, Kibena. We know that. So, what next?
We're going after Kiduchu. We can't keep doing this when one of us has left in anger.
Let's do it. Faster. Kiduchu!
Kiduchu! Stop! Wait!
Kiduchu, I'm sorry if you got me wrong. I didn't mean that you're a cheater.
That's true, Kiduchu. Kibena meant that we can learn so much if everyone reads all 5 books instead of being told about 5 books.
And to be honest, Kiduchu, your idea was great. I liked it. But I think it wasn't the perfect match for the challenge that we were facing today.
It's okay, Kibena. Then let's find a perfect solution.
Guys, look at Nuru.
No, stop. Wait.
Come back here.
Who wants a ride?
You've already given us a ride of surprise. That's a very nice bicycle, Nuru.
Did I?
Yeah, and this bike looks strange. Where are the pedals?
It is an electric bicycle, Koba. It does not require pedals. It just moves if I click here.
Wow.
So you aren't going to use your wheelchair anymore?
Says who? I know you wish I could have stopped using my wheelchair because you all know it's faster than your feet. I like my chair. I'll definitely continue to use it.
And what about this one? You mean you're going to have 2 bikes and use both of them?
Koba, you're like an exam paper asking too many questions. Let me ask you, when your mother buys you a new shirt, do you stop wearing the old one? I saw this bicycle on sale when I went to town with my mother. I really wanted to own it because not only is it a beautiful bicycle, but also it is a new model. So I went to buy it today.
Did you go to buy it or did your mom take you to buy it for you?
My mother accompanied me to the store, but I bought the bicycle with my own money, Koba.
You what? Where did you get all that money?
As I told you, I saw this bicycle on sale when I went to town with my mother. That was 3 months ago. So I set a smart goal to buy this bicycle, and now my goal has been achieved.
Smart goal?
Yes, smart goal.
Smart goal? What is that, Nuru?
Smart is an approach or a way to set goals. I'm sure everyone here understands what goals are.
Yes, goals are things that a person plans to do or achieve in the future.
Good, Koba. Now, a smart goal is a goal-setting approach that helps you to plan your goals easily and effectively. And this formula works for all kinds of goals. Big goals like Kibena's goal of becoming a vet, medium goals like yours of buying a bicycle, and even smaller goals like...
My goal of drinking 2 liters of water a day as doctors advised.
Yes, Amani.
Nuru, would you mind telling us more about SMART goals? I really like it. I'd like to know more.
You mean that you like them more than my dancing moves? I can do that all day long, don't worry. So, in this approach, our word SMART is a way to remember 5 words that represent 5 key things in goal setting. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T for time-bound.
Wow!
I expected the wow. So in order for you to understand it well, I'm going to use my goal of buying a bicycle as an example.
No, Nuru. Please wait a moment. Guys, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What is it, Kibena?
We all agree that for a kid like Nuru and us, buying a bicycle is not a simple goal. Just like reading 5 books in a week. Why don't we use our goal of reading 5 books as an example in teaching us about the SMART goal? What do you say, Nuru? Is that possible?
You have a goal to read 5 books?
Yes, we forgot to tell you. Your new bike switched off our minds.
Ms. Mlea gave us an assignment of reading 5 storybooks in a week. And when we reopen school, there will be a quiz based on those books. And those who fail the quiz will have to repeat the semester.
So you are part of this too, Nuru?
No. That means we need to set a SMART goal as fast as possible. But we're gonna need a pen and paper because, you see, goals tend to be more efficient if they are written down.
We're good
to go.
Alright, so let's start with the letter S, which is a short form of specific. Here you must say your goal clearly in a few words.
Okay, so the specific for our goal is to read 5 storybooks.
You're right, Kibena, but to make it more specific, could say exactly which books we're going to read. Are we going to read any 5 storybooks or do we have any specific books?
Oh, I see your point. That means our specific is reading the 5 storybooks that Miss Mlea asked us to.
Yeah, now let's jump to the next letter, letter M, which is a short form for measurable. Here you need to set a measurement for your goal. The measurement can be amount. So reaching that measurement means your goal is achieved.
Aha! So, measurable for our goal is 5 books, right?
Yeah, Amani. But you see, the books are different in length. Some books just have 30 pages, others have less or more. So you could add up the total number of pages of all 5 books and make it our goal measurement. That will also help us to know how many pages we need to read to achieve our goal on time.
The book I'm holding has 30 pages.
Mine has 26 pages.
This one has 30 pages.
Mine has 20 pages. Nuru, count this one.
It has 20 pages too.
So it's 30 plus 26 plus 30 plus 20 plus 20. The answer is 126.
Wow, are we supposed to read 126 pages?
Yeah, so we're off to the next letter, which is A, a short form for achievable. Here you must test if you've got what it takes to achieve your goal. For example, in our goal of reading 5 storybooks, we must make sure we have all the books that we need to read, or that they are written in a language that we can read, and other things like that.
Aha, got you. That's why we were facing so many challenges, because our goal was not SMART. Imagine we didn't even have enough books for all of us to read.
That's it, Kiduchu. Can we move to the next letter now, which is R, as a short form for relevant. And here, you must say why you think your goal is important, because the goal needs to matter.
Our goal is important because we're going to have a quiz based on these books. And Miss Umlea told us that if we want to be in the upper class next year, we must read these books. And we all want to be in the upper class next year.
Great. So let's finish with the letter T, which stands for time bound. Here you must set a deadline for your goal. You need to write down when you want to achieve your goal.
School reopens in 7 days. That means we need to achieve our goal before Monday, which is equal to 7 days from today.
Great. And that's the SMART goal approach that's helped me to achieve my goal of buying this bike. And it's about to help us achieve our goal of reading 5 storybooks in a week.
Thank you, Nuru.
For the lesson.
I think I'm going to use the SMART goal approach to set my goal of making a short film that explores the lives and careers of successful people living with a disability.
Great, Koba. But let me ask you all, do you already know how many pages we're supposed to read in a day in order to achieve our goal in time?
No. How do we know?
Kibena, it's easy. What are the total pages of all 5 books?
126.
And do you remember how many days are left before reaching our goal time bound?
Yes, it's 7 days from today. Aha! So that means we take 126 pages and divide by 7 days. And the answer is 18. So it's 18 pages a day.
18 pages?
How can we reach that?
It's hard, but we can do it. Don't worry.
But guys, do you remember that we don't even have enough books?
That's not a problem. Let's go to the library and take it.
We went to the library, Nuru, and found it closed already.
Okay. So tomorrow morning we can go to the library.
Why don't you all go to the library except me? You pick up the book and we all meet at my home and read. Because as I told you, my mom is going to town and coming home late. And I'm supposed to babysit Mwenda and Baraka.
That's fair. But what about today, Nuru? Are we letting it pass without reading?
No, we're not. Each one of us will go with 1 book to read at home. Then we'll discuss them after everyone has read the book.
That's a good idea.
True.
Listen. What formula do we use to set our goals? What formula do we use to set our goals? What formula do we use to set our goals? We use the SMART formula to set our goals. The letter S stands for specific. The letter M stands for measurable. The letter A stands for attainable. The letter R stands for relevant. The letter T stands for time bound.
Yes, SMART goal, Baba. So the SMART formula is the way to set goals. All right then, so let's set some goals. S means specific and this is so terrific. Letter M means measurable, quantity, amount, knowing how much I really want. I need to know a goal so I can achieve it all. Let's jump to letter A, attainable, to see if my goal is reachable. Or just a dream I can't reach, oh no. R is for relevant, knowing why this goal is important to me. Let's go to letter T, just like me because my name is Uncle T. But I'm talking about time to know when my goal is going to be achieved. Listen.
Baraka, what's up? You look exhausted.
Koba, I really wish Mama would finish her trips to town. Wanda disturbed me a lot today.
I'm sorry, Baraka. Let me lay out the food. Baraka, why are you sleeping? You don't even look after Mwenda. See what she has done? She spilled all the soup on the floor, and look how she painted herself with it all over her body.
She poured soup? Ah, Mwenda, why are you always like this?
I'm going to clean her up. You go get another bowl of soup.
We're little rats walking in the night. We're little rats walking in your house tonight. Did you smell that? What smell? A very good smell of soup. It's coming from the bed up there. Let's climb up to find out what it is. I don't get it. Why is the smell coming from the book? Perhaps this is a magic book. A book that smells like soup. Maybe. So what's the move? Let's eat it.
Come in, guys.
Koba, we went to the library this morning to pick up all the books we needed, and we'll be reading 18 pages every day here until we finish all 5 books. We can start now. I did it! 4 books in 4 days. And you guys thought it was impossible.
I'm done too.
Me too.
I told you guys, what we needed was just to believe in ourselves.
True. Now let's discuss this book and then we'll start reading the last book at 4 p.m. And we'll need to read 8 pages in order to hit our goal of reading 18 pages a day.
What are we waiting for?
All right, that's book 4. Now, let's move to the last one. Remember, guys, we'll need to read 9 pages, and tomorrow we'll complete it by reading 18 pages.
Huh? My book has a hole in it.
What?
Oh, what?
How?
Why didn't you tell us, Koba? How are you going to read it?
I didn't know. I've never opened it. Sorry, guys.
Ah, looks like it was eaten by rats.
Oh, what are we going to do now?
Let's go to the library and take the book we need. Why are we stressing ourselves?
What are we waiting for?
Oh, it's closed.
I told you we couldn't make it.
We can't blame ourselves. No one said it was going to be easy. We'll face so many ups and downs when trying to achieve our goal. But we'll need to work hard to have self-confidence and not to give up on our goal.
What should we do now?
We've already read 4 books. Only 1 book left. And we have 2 days before reaching our goals time-bound. We have today and tomorrow. We're still in a very good position. We can use tomorrow to come here and take the book we need and read it.
Now I see how setting smart goals help. Did you see how Nur was able to analyze our goal? So we'll come here to... Guys, Mr. Librarian is coming back.
Kids, what are you doing here at this time?
We came to borrow a book.
You are lucky. I had already closed the library. I came back because I forgot something. So please, come in and pick the book you want.
This paper here has the results of your quiz. But sadly, these results have not pleased me at all. 3/4 of the class failed.
Miss Mlea, you mean 3/4 of the class will repeat this grade next year?
Why?
You told us that if we want to move to the upper grade, we must read the books you assigned to us because there will be a quiz based on those books, the quiz which we have done already.
I didn't say those who fail will redo the grade. I said if you want to go to the upper class, you need to read these books because I want you to build a book reading habit.
But Miss Mlea, 5 books in a week was too much.
But Kibena and others did it. How did they manage to do it? Kibena, can you tell us how you did it?
It wasn't easy to read 5 books in a week, but Nuru taught us about setting smart goals, and we used that approach to set a goal of reading all 5 books.
Smart goal? What is that?
It's an approach
Kibena, wait a moment. That's a very good subject. What if we prepare a special session so that Nuru can teach the class about SMART goals?
It's a good idea, Miss Mlea.
Class, we will have a special session where Nuru and his team will teach you about SMART goal approach, okay?
Yes! Welcome, guys. Get in. The film is about to start. Congratulations, Koba. You've made a very nice film. I didn't know that there are successful people in various professions who live with a disability. I like how your film showed the life of a Ghanaian cyclist who has a deformed leg, Emmanuel Eboa. His life makes me want to be a successful and famous athlete like him.
If you set a SMART goal around that wish, Nuru, you can make it.
I'm personally shocked by the Nigerian musician who lives with impaired eyes, Kobam's Asuko. The way he plays guitar and piano is unbelievable. I assure you guys, I will learn all those skills. I'm setting my goal right here, and my deadline is next year.
And what about Nancy Ketch, a marathon runner from Kenya who lives with impaired eyes? She has 2 medals. I want to win medals too. I'm setting my goal too.
Your film was really an eye-opener, Koba.
Thank you all, but also thank you, Nuru, because all this came true because of SMART goals. I wanted to make this film a very long time ago, but I failed because I didn't plan well.
For sure, SMART goals have helped us a lot. I wonder what the SMART goals were waiting for all these years.